doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, scope. Caught the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, end zone, scope. Caught the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So I like that. Right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go. And got his man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 37. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's Swift, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
From 6 yards away. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The kick is good.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To throw again, Jackson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Jackson will throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a give, right side. Huffman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Oliver.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, first and 10.
23.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
A 3-yard pickup.
On second down, Huffman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Good.
11 yards there, first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
The 44-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
It's a
good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Jackson. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Chargers' 9-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's fourth down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
A 26-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go, D. 55
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Murray. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They run out of the gun with Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd down, Swift. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. So that'll back him up 5. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll go up top here for... This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 56 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon McMahon.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt.
A 39-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test.
It's caught inside the 25.
There it is. There it is.
And all the way home for a Bronco score. K.J. Hamler. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They begin with a quick throw out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Chargers.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running is Swift. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go play action with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the turnover, here's Murray. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
2nd down back at the 20-yard line.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Broncos 17. Chargers.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Broncos.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On 1st down, Huffman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check 99. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Murray. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And returning it, here's Hamler. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete. Okuli-Bunam. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The Wildcat.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Huffman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Los Angeles.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run here with Swift. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Murray with a 3rd and long. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
45 is the mark. 65, 65. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Huffman. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. 45, 45, 45.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Huffman, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Another
good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
For Denver.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Trying to improvise. And that'll be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Tonight.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Denver, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week.